read the verse. Kamara, the stars and so forth.
A star, a visual aberration, a flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through these mirrors may sentient beings attain the rank of all seeing, subdue the four faults and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the ways of aging, sickness and death. Don't turn over.
We just meditate in this verse, this one stanza before the dedication. Kama rabri marmeta jumasi vachuata milamnota tinda dujisam tatarata.
Don't turn over. We're meditating on the penultimate verse. A star liberation.
What's the translation of the after the star?
A visual aberration. A flame. A visual aberration.
What's aberration? Aboriginals vision. I think that fits very well in Australia. Aboriginals vision. And if it's New Zealand, then it should be Maori's.
Maori.
Huh?
A visual Maori.
Maori's. Maori's vision, right? So, what is what word?
Visual means to do with the eyes, and aberration means the mistaken appearance.
Mistaken what?
Mistaken. It means mistaken.
Mistaken
perception.
Vision. Huh? Well, see. This is Rabbi. It is a mistaken appearance, but the Tibetan term Rabri it's not used for every mistaken vision, illusion. For example, magician person. Magician person transform the magician person illusion the audience people's senses, and you see then there's appearance of a beautiful palace or beautiful man or woman or elephant and so forth. Beautiful as a Mercedes or the beautiful island or beach or something, or very high waves. Magician person, the illusion, the people's senses, have very high waves. Very high waves on Australia. Many story high waves. Anyway. So that's not called Rabrib. Every illusory vision is not called illusive vision. Is not called Rabrib. It's illusion, but it's a hallucination. But it's Rabrib is called. Yeah. something not clear. Is it mentioned unclear vision? But I think the hair falling down. Some people have vision of hair falling down in the food, you see, but there's no hair falling down. So this kind of things, I think, use that example. So something not clear, not something that that whose eyesight, damaged. For example, when you put the eye drop, then it's a fuzzy or what do you call it? Fuzzy. Huh? What? Blurred. That looks exact. That looks anyway blurred. So when you put eye drop, you see you don't see the person very clear. That kind of, you see, you simply not clear. The letters or something. So Rabdu is kind of meaning, not clear vision, you see. But the magician person, you see the illusion, the people's senses, and you see all the magician person can perform, like a whole city, or can create a whole city, or you see, as I mentioned in the beach or whatever, all that, many beautiful buildings, houses as well, very high buildings. Can you see? So, but they do see very clear. They do see very clear, but it's not true. See, like you see, like we see here, we see everything truly existent. Everything truly existent, very, very clear. But it doesn't mean true. It doesn't mean true. It doesn't mean true. It's in reality, you see. So everything up here inherently existent. You see, you have appearance. The sense of eye, every form up here inherently existent, very clear. And then in the sound, you listen. Even my voice, when you listen, inherently existent voice, very clear. And then smell. So when you go to toilet, smell, inherently existent. You see, very good example of gakcha. Very good example of gakcha. So objectively repeated. So that when somebody depart, next person did depart. After eating lots of radish or after eating or catch cold, person catch cold or anyway, eating something that produces gas or some food makes a very bad smell, you see. So then so anyway, that's a very good time for meditation on emptiness, Mahamudra. It's an excellent moments of meditation on the Mahamudra. Mahamudra of the bad smell. So anyway, so you see, when we eat chili, as a gakcha, objectively reputed, hot, real hot from its own side, and real sweet from its own side. When you eat sugar, honey, it's real sweet from its own side. Not sweet merely labeled by your mind, not hot merely labeled by your mind, but hot, hot, you see, from real hot, real hot existing from its own side, real sweet, existing from its own side. You see, no slightest question in your mind, no slightest question in your mind, 100% belief, 100%, no question, no slightest question in your mind, but that's true or not. See, that's you see, that's 100% true. So that is it, and. And right now we're sitting on the cushion, especially the hard cushion, on the floor, hard cushion, especially. Anyway, whether soft cushion or hard cushion. So a tangible object, you see, it doesn't appear merely labeled by your mind, even though it is nothing except what is merely labeled by mind, but appear to you tangible object, something hard or soft. You see, 100%, from its own, a real one from society, 100% is true. No slightest doubt. So everything, no doubt. You see, the whole thing here, the whole here, whatever, all the form. See. This brackets here, the lights, what we see, all these lights. All these lights, and even the flies, those flies going around. So everything, real one, with those flies jumping there, those flying around the lights. So real fly, there's a real fly, see, appearing from the side, going there. So, those it's called shambhu, can it be? Cannot be? Cannot be, right? Cannot be. So they call shambhu, cannot be. So you see, when you look at all those colors, they do not. They are nothing other. They are nothing other than what is merely left by mind. But all these, you see, when we look at them, appear, totally something else. Totally something else than reality. You see, each color, red from its side, green from its side. So those designs, flowers, those auspicious signs, this yellow cloth. So everything from its own side. Yeah. So everything's nothing. There's no one thing that appears to us according to reality, opposite to reality, which is not there, which doesn't exist at all, slightest, even atom of that. That part of appearance, you see, existing from its own side. So, just finish this talk. So, and this is the main part of the Mahamudra subject. So there you go. So in reality, I, action, object, all these phenomena. So just close the eye. Just close your eyes. So it doesn't mean when you meditate you have to close the eye. It doesn't mean that, but just to concentrate, precise meaning. So, I, action, object, all the phenomena, form, sound, smell, taste, tangible object, all these objects around here, all the various forms, colors, shapes, whatever, sound, smell, taste, tangible objects. On top of that, hell, enlightenment, samsara, nirvana, lower realm, upper realm, the realm of the happy times, migrating, happiness and problems. All these, what are they in reality? How it exists, or what they are in reality? Nothing other except what is merely imputed by the mind. So meditate in this meaning. Meditate in the reality, in this reality. Keep the concentration, awareness in this reality. self, the I, the person, the meditator, is also merely labeled by mind. What it is, what is merely labeled by mind. There's the meditator, self, I, the person. What it is nothing else, nothing other except what is merely labeled by mind. So it's empty. So it's empty of existing from the own side. It's totally empty of self, I, person, the meditator. Totally empty of it. What it is, what is merely labeled by mind, so therefore it's totally empty of existing from their own side. The aggregates, the base to be labeled are, what it is no other except what is merely labeled by mind. So therefore it is totally empty of existing from the outside, from its own side. As well as the five aggregates on which the general aggregates is labeled, merely imputed. That name aggregates is merely imputed. By the mind, and believe in that. So this collection of the five, so the aggregates of form, now one by one, and the aggregates of form, what it is no other except what is merely imputed by mind. So, therefore, the aggregates of form do not exist. It doesn't exist at all. It's empty. It's empty of existing from its own side. it's totally empty. Slightest even atom of the truly existent form, even slightest even atom doesn't exist. Slightest even atoms of that doesn't exist at all. In that very emptiness, there's no form. Nothing exists. In emptiness, even the emptiness itself doesn't exist. there's meditation, emptiness of the emptiness. Same, the feeling, aggregates of feeling, what it is, no other except what is merely labeled by mind. So the aggregate feeling, therefore aggregate feeling, is totally empty. Of existing from its own side. The aggregates of the cognition, the mental factor discriminating the objects. What it is, no other except what is merely imputed by the mind. What exists is no other than what is except what is merely imputed by the mind. The mind just just imputed that, made up that name, the aggregates of the cognition. Mind just made up that name. Believe in that. So the aggregates of cognition, therefore real one existing from society. The appearing real one existing from its own side. It's hallucination. It's a hallucination. It's illusion. It's not there. That one is not there. Doesn't exist. Totally doesn't exist. Even atom of that. The aggregates of the compounding aggregates. The rest of the mental factor, from the 51 mental factors, by leaving out the cognition, feeling. The rest of them, from the 51, the rest. What it is, what exists. Combined aggregates, what exists. What exists is no other except what is merely imputed by the mind. What the mind, what the mind is just simply just made up that name. Imputed or just simply made up that name. These compound aggregates, which is appearing other than what is merely labeled, this one is total hallucination. Completely, do not say, totally doesn't exist. It's not there at all. The aggregates of consciousness, what exists, what is merely labeled by mind. Just the mind, just create the name. Just thought the name, just made up a name. Simply just made up a name. Other than that, the aggregates of consciousness, other than that, the appearing other than that, from its own side, is total hallucination. Meaning, it's totally non-existent. It's not there at all. This gomba, this house, what exists, what is mediated by mind. So, that mind just simply just made up a label. Gomba or house, this whole, other than that, appearing other than that, appearing other than that, opposite than that, real one, real one in the sense existing from outside. It's total hallucination. Meaning is totally non-existent. Right there. From where it is appearing, it is totally non-existent right there. Even the mind itself, that which is imputing, merely imputing the phenomena. Even the mind itself, that which is merely imputing, even that is even the mind itself, which is does imputation itself, is also merely imputed by the thought. That which has no color, no shapes, no form, does function. merely imputing or simply make up name. That is also imputed. Itself is also imputed by the thought. Clear, within nature is clear, not obstructed by substantial phenomena. As a mirror, not obstructed by the dust. So therefore, so clear. Like that, same, the mind. Not obstructed by the substantial phenomena, so it's clear. Nature is clear. Absolute function, the perceiving object has that capacity. Because it's not all obstructed by substantial phenomena, it's clear. Nature clear, appear object, perceive object. That which is colorless, formless, shapeless, that which does function, making simply creating, simply imputing the labels, making up labels. So that's the base. That is the base, and mind is the label, imputed by thought. So, mind is simply made up by the thought. Name, mere name. So, there's no such thing as a mind. Real one, appearing from there, which appears from there. That's total hallucination. Meaning, there's no such thing. Totally doesn't exist. look at the very nature, very nature of the mind into this. So, I, the actual object, or this object that which appears to our sense of I, and to our sense of ear and nose, tongue, and body. So, so now here, something opposite, contradictory, something opposite to the reality. Here, how they appear. So far, what we have been believing. So yes, so totally something else. Totally different world. Totally different world. So what we meditate is reality. Now what here? Now all these, the way they appear, and so far what we have been believing. It's another different world, opposite. So anything that which, say, anything, the way things appear, in Tibetan was called nangso. If it's contradictory to the niru, or reality, you see, the way things appear. If it's contradictory to the reality, and that's the false definition of false view. If the appearance is according to reality, then that's the truth. That's not false. That's the truth. The definition of truth is that if it's according to the reality. So all these from sound, smell, taste, and so on, all this the way the things appear. So far we've not only from this morning we've been believing, but from birth. Not only that, from beginningless as a birth we've been believing. You see, all this appearance as a reality, true. So we've been following. So we have been following. The wrong concept, the ignorance from beginningless rebirth. believing that is that projection of ignorance, that all these things which is simply projection of our ignorance. Believing is so far with believing, it is true. So having believing, the false view is correct, the false view as a reality. So, Nangsule, Nesu. Nangsule is the way things appear. Nesu is the way things exist. The reality. So if they are contradictory, so if they are the Nangsu, the way things perceive is contradictory, not harmonious, but contradictory to the reality. That's the false. So here, so by following the ignorance, we have been living from beginningless. It's not just now, not just this morning, not just from the birth, from beginningless, time without beginning. Even Buddha cannot see the beginning of our ignorance. Cannot see, because what Buddha sees, our ignorance has no continuation. Our ignorance has no beginning. We have been living life in hallucination. See, no beginning. So this fundamental suffering, this concept, this hallucination, this trapped in this hallucination, the mind is stained, contaminated or stained by this ignorance, and its negative imprint, and trapped in this hallucination. So from beginningless rebirth, because of the projection of the ignorance, believing this is the reality, that which is hallucination, but believing is the reality, true. Because of that, so far, the reason why we did not achieve liberation from samsara, so far we didn't unable to end our suffering, suffering of samsara. So far we didn't didn't get to seize the delusion karma. That's because so far we didn't seize the ignorance, the concept of inherent existence. So, what we should, even though not that much detailed subject, didn't come to, haven't reached this point, talk about emptiness. But however, many of us heard already so many times from particular when we receive Lamdram teachings, the section of emptiness, then from then also may have heard from other Mika teachings, from other texts about emptiness. However, so almost everyone must have heard, some may have heard very extensive, from Mother Mika or other texts. Some may have, just heard the essence from Lamdram. However, if you don't meditate, if you don't meditate, then I say, if you don't say, if you don't put the teachings which is the reflection of our mind. I mean, that means the negative part, the ignorance and the projection of ignorance, all that, you see. So teachings, all those teachings, reflection of our mind, the mirror of our mind, you see. So, however, then when we realize emptiness, when we wisdom realized emptiness, seeing emptiness, when we have direct perception of emptiness, then especially when we achieve Dharmakaya, then their professional wisdom, or their shirchin, gone beyond wisdom. There are 4 types of gone beyond wisdom. Gone beyond wisdom of path. So that's the wisdom directly perceiving emptiness. So which directly sees the defilements. Wisdom realizing emptiness, and especially wisdom directly perceiving, which does the function directly, directly seizing the gross subtle defilements. So that's called Lama Zopa, the wisdom gone, I say, path, the wisdom gone beyond. Then Shung Zopa, the wisdom gone beyond of scripture. Shung scripture, wisdom gone beyond this scripture. Then Rangshin Zopa, Rangshin is nature, Zopa is gone beyond. So gone beyond of the nature. So phenomena are gone beyond from the inherent existence. You see, the phenomena, the nature. You see, the nature is emptiness. Beyond from inherent existence. You see, do not have inherent existence. So all the emptiness, all the phenomena, profession has gone beyond wisdom of nature. And then devotion, gone beyond the result. Devotion. So especially when we achieve devotion, Dharmakaya, and then the teaching become mirror. You see, all those, you see about see, talking the experience of emptiness. So yeah, so yeah, so that's the teaching is the reflection of that, the wisdom. So that's anyway. So should so we put the teachings over. We will put the teachings that we heard or studied or on our daily life view of sense of the eye, ear, nose, tongue, view there. Put the teachings on that, and then on the concept. See, so that way, then it become meditation for 24 hours. So say. However, there are many thousands of pages on talking about emptiness or professional wisdom. Many hundreds of ways of reasoning to negate, to realize, to negate the capture of the objectivity, or to realize the object of ignorance is empty, not true and false, and then it's empty, non-existent. However, the very point, the very essential, the very point is that not only meditating during this sitting meditation, not only meditating on emptiness, such as analysis, proper analysis and so forth, sitting meditation, a few minutes or something like that. Not on that. Most important. Not that. Do some in a few minutes doing something, meditation. That then rest. Then the rest of the day. Then the rest day of your life. No connection to that session, to that meditation session. See, the meditation emptiness. The rest of the day of life is something else. The rest of the day, while one's working, mixing with the people, no connection with what you meditate during the session. You see, day one meditate and empty. But the rest of the day life, you see, then totally believing what ignorance says, what ignorance tells you, what ignorance projects, 100% believing the rest of the day on that. You see, the rest of the time, that's living life 100% believing. You see, this is reality. You see that. Then that's why there's no continuation of that. There's no continuation of that meditation session awareness. So that's why. So that's why during the break time from sitting meditation, however, when we mix with people, talking, working together, the busy life. In the break, say, break time from sitting meditation. Then, so that's why. Rest of the day, then you see, totally, 100% totally believing the projection of the ignorance. This is the inherently, the truly existent appearance objects. All these I, action, object, everything. Not one single doubt. That's the person true. See. So from this, say, then then we see all the negative emotional thoughts rises. You see, all the negative emotional thoughts rises. Ignorance, anger, attachment, all those rises. Jealous, mind, pride, all the whole gangs, the whole gangster, the whole gangster, the whole mafia. The whole mafia comes. The whole mafia, or the whole terrorist comes. All the terrorist comes. You see, yeah. So you see, you did some meditation, did some meditation during session, but rest of the day is same. Did some analysis, did some meditation or some analysis, but a few minutes. But the rest of the day looks like rest of the day is no connection to that sitting meditation. No, see, it didn't like didn't meditate on emptiness also, or like didn't have understanding of emptiness. If you think the rest of the day life, how things, so how we think, how we think and how we behave. You see, so you see, conduct. So look like there's not no understanding of emptiness, or the never heard about emptiness, or the like never meditated on emptiness. So there's no any. See, there's no any. You don't see any effect. So as a Gyalsa Thome Sangbo, the Bodhisattva Thome Sangbo, out of the 37 practices of Bodhisattva, said that is not said in that text. There's one short teaching by Gyalsa Thome Sangbo. I think I have translated that, but very effective instruction teaching about 1 or 2 pages. I mean, depends on how the letter is small. So page depends on how the amount of the letter is big or small. Anyway, so so I think that is talking. I think that is talking to me. I think it says even one talks so much, Tony Dambar matches, anyway, the essence, even one talk, very talk active, say, talk so much how things, emptiness. Things are empty of inherent existence. Talk so much. But when somebody praises you, when somebody criticizes you, attachment rises, anger rises. When somebody praises you, attachment rises. When somebody criticizes you, immediately anger rises. So then this Thomas Sampo says, so then the mind of the person is not even near to the empty, not even near to the right view, emptiness, not even near. Saying, no, not even near to the practice. Just mere praise, just mere praise, it's a mere Christian attachment to anger rises. So there's no there's no even small practice. There's not even small practice. This practice side of the there's not even small practice of the right view. See, even see. There's no there's no even small there's not even small side of the practice of right view, I think. So it means far, not even close nearby, you see. So no question, if I did very extensive studies, however, see meditation so here we need to that's not sufficient. Of course that leaves much positive imprint, and that even we read one page of teachings on emptiness, but something to affect the daily life, something to change, something to transform, something to change that daily life. You see, the rest of the daily life. So need to practice. So need first need mindfulness, meditation during the work. Need meditation. So need to meditate. Need to meditate the emptiness during the work in the busy life. Need meditation. Then the very basic thing about how you can do meditation is mindfulness. The minute, just now here, we see people, I see you, you see me, so we're seeing people, these objects, hollow objects, materials. So however, the minute you don't practice mindfulness, the minute you allow your mind to believe these are true, and then it becomes the basis to rise attachment, anger, all these delusions. You see, like that. So they create cause of samsara, cause of loss, not only obscuration for the mind, not only obstacle for realizations. So that's what it is. The minute when you practice mindfulness, that these are hallucinations. That one is extremely important, so essential in the life. So as I often say, looking at the hallucination, looking at hallucination, I say, looking, is it looking at, I say, looking at the hallucination, say, looking at the hallucination, that is hallucination. So that one is so essential. That one's key. That one's very important refuge. The important refuge in the case of to not create cause of samsara. That one is we are taking refuge dharma. So the real refuge is that, yeah, the Buddha Dharma Sangha. Buddha is a founder of refuge, Dharma is the actual refuge, Sangha is a helper to actualize refuge. So this one, the mindfulness, here, looking at hallucination, is looking at hallucination. That is hallucination. Like looking at the dream as dream. It's similar. So this is the point. You see, the minute when you don't allow your mind to believe the hallucination as true, by looking at it, hallucination, there was hallucination, that you antidote to samsara. See, that's not creating cause, that's the opposite. Protecting yourself from samsara, liberating yourself from samsara. So this believing it's true, cause of samsara, and not letting your mind to believe it's true, or not putting another way, same meaning. Looking at it, hallucination, it is established hallucination. So this continual mindfulness. So anyway, the minute when you look at the hallucination, it's hallucination. That's, you see, liberating yourself from samsara. Not just from the laws, even from samsara, from the oceans of samsara suffering, delusion, karma. So you see, the thought, looking at hallucination is hallucination, liberation. Looking at it true, cause of samsara. You see, it makes a huge difference between sky and earth. The way of thinking. You see, holding on. See, so because not practicing mindfulness, looking at it, hallucination, there was hallucination. Then you hold on to it, mind, hold on to it. It's true. So, cause of that cause of samsara. While we have this body, the inside born, and as I described, just one of the night aspects, where this born skeleton inside, pieces joined in or the pieces of flesh, inside, and all the junk, or the all the carcass, all the dirty things there, blood, all that, and covered with skin. So this is it. This is what. Let's see. How much we put ornaments in the gold and silver and diamonds decorating the body. How much gold and diamond, silver. decorated on the body, on the nose, and the ears. I didn't see on the eyes. And the eyes I didn't see yet. Oh no, there's so some people have small one, I think. Small tiny rings somewhere there. Anyway, so all the all these pieces and all the toes. Some people have toes, you see, rings, toes, many rings. So inside the skeleton, So anyway, mostly this part, inside the skeleton, all those pieces, that all those pieces, that like a tree here, the brain, like tree, like the body tree, kind of like that. Anyway, so see, so like that, then many thousands of dollars dress. You see, very expensive ties, then many thousands of dollars shoes. But this skeleton, the many thousands of dollars shoes. Anyway, so like that. Anyway, so to say. The very point, the very, very, very point is this. But meditation to the point. You see, to the point. So the meditation emptiness in the working life is very essential. Otherwise, you see, that's extremely essential. The three principal part in the working during working life. Practice of the three principal part during working life. So here talking about emptiness. It's a one busy life, you see. So it's just you're not reading text, while you're tired. While you are sweeping, reading text, or reading text while you are sweeping, or while you are driving a car, or what else? While you're making food, at the same time read text. It's not talking that. It's a question of mindfulness. It's a question of. It's not blocking to see things. It is a question of how you're looking at things. How you look at things. You see, the people, objects, subject is an object. So it's a question of that. How you think of the object. Simply, it's just how you think of the object. So that practice mindfulness. So that what, as I mentioned before. So that is. There will be more talks, but just to get some idea. So this is how you can integrate the from three principal aspects of path to achieve enlightenment. What creates enlightenment? So one of the important fundamental path, the emptiness, the right view, the wisdom realizing emptiness. And as often Hisuna says, the Buddhist view, the Buddhist conduct, not harm others, and the view is dependent arising. The Buddhist view is a dependent arising, and because of that, then conduct is not to harm others. So means it's talking about the very basic. If you harm others, then you can't benefit others. Actually, one should actually conduct benefit others. But not to benefit others, you have to stop giving harm others. So if you can't do that, can't benefit others. So that's why the Buddhist view is dependent arising, and the conduct is not harm others. So here, so therefore, in your working life, you are practicing the Buddhist view, the dependent arising. However, the main point is the awareness of emptiness. So if you look at the hallucination, as a hallucination, then you see, then deep down in your heart, these are empty. So you don't hold on it. So that's the point. That's the very point. So while you're talking to a person, having conversation or arguing, whatever, you see, so at the same time you meditate. You see, while you're talking to a person, your mind meditates. This practice mindfulness, this one. You see, the Buddhist view depends on rising of your emptiness. So as I mentioned before, looking at hallucination as a hallucination. So usually I mention three ways to meditate in mindfulness in their life. I have to use the emptiness. However, so this one. So while you're eating, so practice mindfulness, self, I, action, object, food. You see, look at the hallucinations. You have to get some idea of the hallucination. What is a hallucination? Otherwise, if one didn't get the recognition, couldn't get the idea of that, then then you are lost. But however, you see, you are unable to differentiate. Because your belief is inherently existent I, inherently existent, inherently existent object. For us, you see, those who can't differentiate hallucination and what exists, these who can't differentiate, then you see your belief, the way things exist is only the hallucination. You see, the inherent your definition of how things exist is existing from their own side. Is your belief, your definition of things exist, you see, is only existing from its own side. I existing from its side, object existing from food existing from its side, action existing, eating, real action, eating existing from its side, sort of everything like that. So if you're driving a car, the road existing from the car existing, driving, the action of driving existing, I, the driver, and existing from the side. So everything like that. See, so this is there's no other way. So your definition, your belief or understanding, there's no other way of existing. Other than that is none. Other than that, nihilism. Nothing exists. So other than that, nihilism. You can't say. So you don't see middle way. You see, cannot see middle way. They're devoid of nihilism and devoid of eternalism inherently. I inherently existent, action inherently existent, object inherently existent. You don't see the way that these phenomena are devoid of eternalism and nihilism. So, so I stop here. So, especially during this retreat, it's very essential. Very essential. This very essential that this practice mindfulness in this. What I mentioned. This is the very essence of retreat. This mindfulness. You see, this is one way of meditating in the working life. The lamrim, from three principal aspects, the emptiness. That's very essential. The very essential practice of retreat. Retreat means retreat. You see, the countries, they train their people. They train, like for example, Singapore, Taiwan. Many people see everybody have to train. Military army, you see, they have to train. So then that means for a few years everybody have to train. Why? Because one day when enemy comes, people are ready. You see, they know how to. You see, they know how to shoot, or they know all the things. They know all the things. How, you see, if the war happened, if the enemies were making war to you, how to fight back. So, you see, so like that, the retreat is a. So here, there's a training to defeat other countries, other sentient beings, to kill others. You see, but here the retreat is a. But here we're training to defeat our delusions, to defeat in the sense, not only make them powerless, but to seize completely, including the negative imprint, which gives birth, which gives rise to delusion. So here retreat is, you see, your training, special training. Your self-army. Your self-army to your enemy delusions. You know. So training how to you to conquer, overcome the enemy delusion. The enemy delusion who's been harming you, who has been controlling you, who has been say, dictating you, who has been controlling you, who has been torturing you, who has been abusing you. You see, from big time without beginning, not only from birth time, from time without beginning, from beginningless rebirth. Even as I mentioned, even Buddha's omniscient mind cannot see the beginning of that, beginning of the delusion torturing us. When the person feels loneliness, is not because people, it is not because people are not there around and that causes suffering to that person. No, it's because person's attachment torturing that person. Feel loneliness is by the attachment, by the self-cherishing thought. It's not because a friend is not there. It looks like because a friend is not there. It looks like that, but actually reality is not a friend. It's not because a friend is not there. It's by the attachment. If there's no attachment, there's no loneliness. If there's no self-cherishing thought, there's no loneliness. So basically attachment, clinging to this life. So if there's no attachment, the person's completely peaceful, alone. So much peace. So, so what might feel loneliness, depression, both depression that you know the reason why, also including the other depression that suddenly rises without you don't have there's no explanation that but just when you wake up with depression or nighttime, whenever nighttime happens, depression. So including those depression, same. Even though you can't explain that time, but it basically it's come from that attachment from past karma. So that committed, you see, during those times. Either you committed only night times, so then that's where the depression comes in. Whenever nighttime happens, your mind is unhappy. Or morning when you wake up, morning times depression. So in the Buddhist teaching Kangyur, they mentioned that it came from sexual misconduct. Suddenly nighttime happens, your mind is unhappy. You can't tell why. So there are different sections text which talks about the precepts. Many more details about the shortcomings and all the benefits. Very clear. So there it talks about that. You see, so basically it comes from attachment. You see, even the depression. So even you don't remember now, but it's come from other lives. So quite about that. So anyway, so what am I saying? That's right. I'm talking about the retreat. So retreat. So like this, if I practice mindfulness during the session, break time, going out, or, in the room, outside walking, eating, practice mindfulness, then that becomes real retreat. Very powerful if you see the meditation on emptiness. Yeah, the break time, while one's working, that's so important. So the practice of Lam Rim, that time is so important. And it's a key thing, see, emptiness is one key thing. So that so see, of course it's very good in this, every session. But when we're out of session, when we from the meditation room, from the cushion, when we're away from the cushion, away from the session, you see that also is very important, very crucial time of meditation. When we're away from the hall or the meditation hall, after we got up from the cushion, you see that time, all that time, very important meditation time. It's that's active time. So that during sitting, you see, we think so meditation subject like that. So it's supposed to be easy to control delusions. But when we got up from the cushion, then you see, there's object of form, see, the sound, all this. You see, how you see the people, what they say, even just relating to a person, how you see their body, how you hear, talk, there's so much to analyze, to meditation, to watch. There's so much, even see, there, see. So then, how you see, how it appears, how it appears depends how you see, how you look. How you see depends on how it appears. How it appears depends on how you look at it. How you see the person depends on how it appears. How it appears depends on how you look at it. So same with the Bodhicitta, with the Bodhicitta mind. Then there's a very different way to see the person. See. With the patience, there's a very different way to see the person. With the anger, there's a different way to see the person. With the wisdom, there's a different way to see the person. So that it depends on which type of mind. So you see the person in that way, you see. So that's why how you see the person depends on how it appears. How it appears depends on how you look at it. So same, if you look at the place in the mandala, it appears mandala to you. Deities. If you look at your body into deities in body, holy body, it appears deities holy body. Mind training that, after some time it actually appears. Like similar, by visualizing the room, the house full of skeletons. As I said in the teachings, you visualize the house full of skeletons, piles of skeletons, piles of bones. You visualize, train the mind. That turns up, you from the training of the mind, you actually that appearance actually happens. So, as I mentioned there, same in the generation state. You see, when you train in the practice of pure everything, so appears that. So same with the friend enemy. It just depends on your mind. There's no in the object. There's no such thing, friend enemy, existing from the side. There's no such thing. There's no. It's from the mind. It's your mind. Once on mind met it up. Once on mind projected, labeled friend and enemy, so appeared. Once on mind labeled friend and enemy, so appeared friend enemy, and once the friend enemy, sort of that. So yeah, so here I'm emphasizing. See, in the working life, break time, or break time not from Dharma. There's no break time from Dharma. The break time from sitting meditation. So here, you see, mind always sticking to this meditation, emptiness. One method, looking at hallucination, that was hallucination. So that then similar, we can do this for renunciation. We can, break time meditation. See, renunciation, bodhicitta. even relating to each meditation, you can do that. Like impairment state, renunciation, one meditation, impairment state, so you can break time, like, so you can practice mindfulness in that. So this is so powerful, so good. It could be more effective than the sitting meditation. You see, sometimes the break times also can, can have great experience. That. Story. So the teaching to continue until tomorrow sunrises. No joke. I thought the mandala is for that. No, these are the past, present, future, marriage, correct, material, marriage, correct, others. Made the body chitta be generated with one's heart, and made be generated in the hearts of all the sentient beings. Changju Simjo Rinpoche, Maje Banum, Jejo Jing, Java, Anyamba, Meba, Ye, Gong, Gong, Do, Beva, made a Buddhist generation, was a heart, was a member, was in the house of all the students and benefactors in this organization, those who give up their life to the organization, doing services in all their hearts. And in the hearts of everyone in this world, and in the hearts of all the leaders of this world. And Chanjo Sumjo Rinpoche Maje Bam Dejoje Jawa Nyamba Meba Kone Kondo Bewa the meta-bodhicitta is generated in the hearts of so bodhicitta is generated in the hearts of all the leaders of the world. That's very, very, very important prayer. All those millions of people in this country, how much peace and happiness they get, it depends on the machine, the leaders. So. Then prayer in all those people to create so much of violence, so to be generated without later second in all their hearts, terrorists, Chanjo Samjo Rinpoche Maje Bonam Jejo Jikyawa Nyamba Meba Yigongne Gondo Pewa Tonya Tawa Rinpoche Maje Bonam Jejo Jikyawa Nyamba Meba Yigongne Gondo Pewa Rinye Toba Rinpoche Maje Banam Jeju Jikyawa Nyamba Meba Kone Kondo Bewa Until the past, person which made it close to the balance, so 3 times made it close to the balance, made may soon as the holy wishes be so immediately, and as soon as stabilize all the holy wishes be so immediately. And that which may the mainland Chinese the officials may be able to realize that as soon as the reason Dharma is embodiment of all the Buddha's compassion. May they realize this and stop the wrong view, looking at as soon as like ordinary leader of the country having discriminating thought and attachment. So to change their views, then totally devote and do exactly what wishes, and invite students in mainland China, and then all the billions of people enjoy the happiness of Dharma, sun shining, the happiness of Dharma. In all these billions of people in their lives, and total freedom in the pure Buddhism, total freedom to pure Buddhism. Freedom to the people, total freedom to the people. To practice pure Buddhism, so that and to have that, and then that well, so hungry, so spiritual Dharma, because the so much seeing suffering in the life, and then gone through, and also then they give freedom to all the people, but in their own country, and to total freedom to say, preserve Dharma, spread Dharma. Then even more than before, even more than past, then so many beings become enlightened, then become bodhisattva, become enlightened, more than before. And that way, the Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, Mahayana Buddhism, to be long-lasting in the long-lasting in the world, in this world, and continuously spread in all the 10 directions. So that. That way, everyone everybody in the world enjoy the peace, peace, happiness, peace and happiness, by transforming their mind into loving kindness, compassion, Buddhism, so well, that's been the Mahayana Buddhism in all the parts of the world. Then, as soon as people condition lead, to be the leader for all the patterns, then continuously benefit to the rest of the world. Able to see holy body and able to hear teachings, all the rest of the world, every part of the world, able to have that, able to do that continuously. Kādre rāvē guvē shīngā māndir pēntāyīn dēwā āmā lū jīngvē shēnrē sīngwā tēnzē jāzō yē shābē sīdē pādō tēngyūrō yīnjī pāndē lāmē guzē tēmbā ātāng kānyam āyōlā tē jī jīngwā tāng 다제 말레 조사 되자네 뉴도 상제도 바진지로 These are the past, present, future merits collected by me, three times merits collected by was may I able to offer excise benefit to Sindhi Buddha, like Lama Zopa by having the same quality within me as Lama Zopa has. From now on, in every second to be like that, in all spiritual times. Did all the past, present, did all there. Did all the past, present, future I made it collected by me, did I made it collected by others? That was empty. That I was empty. Achieve. Not the Buddha's enlightenment. That was empty. Lead to all the sentient beings who are empty. To that enlightenment, Mother's enlightenment, which is also empty. By myself alone, is also empty. I dedicate all the merits to be able to follow the holy extent of Buddha's Samadhavada, and to say it realizes, and I dedicate the merits. Still time Buddha dedicate their merits. Past things, dedicate their merits. The dedication prayer, spreading Dharma.
Danny Ringdo. Danny Ringdo,
Yeah.
Page 33 in the dedication prayer. be held in your loving compassion for all lives, Manjushri. May I find the best of complete graded paths, the teachings. And may I please all the Buddhas by my practice. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion. May I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings. With the points of the path as I have discerned them. May I uphold Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out in great compassion. In whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread. Or once spread of decline. May I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace. And the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this graded path to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their sons. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity.
Chejian Javo, Zonga, Jeza, and Ambara, Kege, Tama, Shiva, Datung Jama, Sangvara, Jo, and Dada, Shinji, Deve, Sonia, La Den, Java, Loza, Antava, Yitamba, Yuren, Bayo. These are the things I made class members, made the general teaching of the Lama Zopa teaching me, complete slides of those house, with all of us, there was family members, and in the house were students, and this organization, there was all our supporters, and those who give up their life and doing services, so giving up their lives to the organization, doing services and then teaching the time. So to be like in everyone's hearts and the complete teaching, and it's about in the rest of the world and in the house of Rwanda, that way to be the teaching to be spread, to be made to flourish forever in this world. Tayata Benja Deva Bodene So Omanduru Zamgeso Tayata Benja Deva Bodene So Omanduru Zamgeso Tayata Benja Deva Bodene So Omanduru Zamgeso the mentor to mentor Buddha's name to each every merit that we collect today to everyone to be multiplied 100,000 with max to multiply 100,000 times. The last Buddha's name, not only multiply 1,000, each merit we collect today to makes to multiply 100,000 times. Not all that, all our prayers, the Buddha's name has power to succeed, to actualize. Zum den der Jin Java da Jumba Yang da Ba Zo Be San Jin Wa da Ma La da Jibe Java La Cha Zo Lo Zum den der Jin Java da Jumba Yang da Ba Wa da Ma La da Jibe Java La Cha Zo Lo Zum den der Jin Java da Jumba Yang da Ba Zo Be San Jin Wa da Ma La da Jibe Java La Cha Zo Lo. Due to the immanent, the blessing of the immanent Buddha Sapas, and due to embed able to bend our rise and to my specialist, may all my pure prayers be succeed immediately. May Jun Se Jen Javi Jalata Tenden Lua maybe and Tembada Tage Lazan Tabe to do it. Namda Ambe Negu and Ruba. So tomorrow we begin the session in dream. Good night. Oh, good morning. Good night.